Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 6th to the 12th, 2025 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, Danehartt Guided Messages, or daneharttarot.com. They're both .coms. They are listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Virgo, let's see what the tarot has to say. And we are embracing old school Dane. So we are doing the Celtic cross, which is something I haven't done in quite some time. So I'm very excited. Let's see here. Okay, so at our current situation, like at our center, is the Wheel of Fortune. And then we have the moon as our challenge, which makes sense. Then our need to focus on is the Knight of Wands. We then have the Three of Wands as our past and also what is leaving, We then have our strength, which is the Queen of Pentacles. I love that we ourselves are our strength, so that is fantastic. We then have strength itself, which fell out, which is our near future. The advice is the Eight of Swords. Interesting here. We then have the Hangman as the environment. We have hopes and fears, the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Call as the outcome. So this is really quite beautiful, actually. This is really, really nice. There's a calmness to this reading that I really like for you, Virgo. So what we're looking at here with the current situation is that we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we're having things change. Like, we are entering into a new time of fortune, a new time of prosperity, a new time in our lives. So we're going to be seeing things quite differently than we have before. Things are going to be slowly and steadily shifting, changing, moving, and we can feel it. It almost feels like we're on the hands of a clock, and we know that things are slowly moving to the place that we want them to be, or the place that we've dreamt of them being. So that's a very big deal for us. Now, what's very interesting is that our challenge card is the moon, which is Pisces energy, time frame February 19th to March 20th. Pisces is our sister sign, so it brings out the best or it brings out the worst in us. But Pisces is all about dreams, and we are all about taking dreams and making them a reality. So the challenge here is, what are you dreaming about? What is it that you desire? It's also the different faces that you show to the world, the different ways that you want to be seen and want to step forward. And this is also going to be the challenges that we have with people, is that everybody shows a different face to a different person at a different time. And right now, it's kind of like you feel like people are wearing masks and you feel like they're being disingenuous. So just being aware of that during this time is going to be really important, that there is going to be a need to embrace the change that is all around you. And then to also embrace kind of shifting the face that you bring forward, because I just see it as people picking up different masks and walking around, and it feels like a masquerade ball, and you're like, I'm not wearing a different mask. And it's like, yeah, but it's time for you to change. It's time for things to change. And as they change, then you will move forward in more confidence. And so you're going to see things and people changing around you. And there's this resistance to the change, Virgo, because, well, we are resistant to change just naturally. We have a little bit of a resistance to it. And then it's like, okay, fine, finally, I will, I'll try it, type of deal. And we see ourselves here with our near future, with the Knight of Wands. It's moving forward in passion and creativity. It's fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have strong Leo energy here. Time frame is July 23rd to August 22nd. August 22nd? Yeah, that sounds right. And so here with the Knight of Wands, we're moving forward in our career, in our fire, in our passion, in what we want, but we're also going to be very attracted to people who are tenacious, who are go-getters, who also have an illumination to things. Like, they bring a different light, a different way of looking at it. And they open up our eyes in a way that we weren't ready for. And so when it happens, it feels affronting. It feels like rude. It feels rude. Why did you do that? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, well, I can't see it the same way ever again. And it then propels you forward. And you're like, oh, well, what about this? And what about that? And all of a sudden new ideas, new dreams start coming forward. And that's going to be a really cool thing. But this is going to be somebody who is a bit affronting and is making you change, like making you change things. And it's going to be something that is annoying at first. And then it's like, oh, okay, I see it now. So that's going to be a really interesting, that's the right here, right now. It's like, that's something that we're a bit fighting against this person, this situation. So just being aware of that is going to be important. Now, the past with the Three of Wands, and what is leaving is the sense of new avenues opening up. And you can really feel like, oh my gosh, it'll never open up again, or this opportunity will never come my way. And we're being a little bit dramatic here, Virgo. So just being aware of that is going to be important. Stepping back, looking at what it is that you desire, and knowing that doorways and pathways are always going to open to you. They really are. They are always going to open to you in different ways, in different ways, in different situations. But you are not stuck. And so here, there's almost a feeling like, oh my gosh, I missed my chance. And it's never going to happen. And Spirit's like, no, you didn't miss your chance. It's just that the opportunities now are going to change a little bit. They're going to present themselves in a different way. Now, your greatest strength here is you. And it is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is the nurturer of prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. It is looking at the situation and seeing how to bring forward the wealth, like the wealth of nations. And you're going to be seeing that within yourself. You're going to be looking at different ways, but there is somebody who steps forward, who's very much a nurturer. This is somebody who's very caring, very nurturing, but also is like, well, you'll have to fall, right? You'll have to fall. You'll have to make it on your own. You have to stand on your own 2 feet. They are nurturing up to a point, and then it can feel like tough love. But you're going to see that there's opening up of doors here, that there's new insights, new information coming your way. And that's going to be very empowering, and that's going to be very emboldening. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles, you are also seeing yourself embracing a role of success. You are going to be a person this week that people turn to. Your strength is going to be in your ability to command, and your ability to lead, and your confidence in yourself. If you don't see it, other people do. And so it will be a shame this week if you don't see it in yourself, but just know that other people definitely do. This is a time to embrace your power, but this is also a time for you to say, what do I want to nurture? What do I want to grow? Because you're going to be giving your time and your energy to it, and it's going to be transforming you. That willingly or unwillingly, it's coming forward. It moves us then to the near future, which is strength. Now, this is Leo energy, and we can see things changing in the near future in Leo time frame, right? But this is also our greatest strength, not being the brute force strength that we so often think of when we think of strength, Virgo. But it's the kind, compassionate strength. It's the strength that comes through love. It's the strength that comes through, confidence and determination and focus. It's the strength where others step away and you're like, no, I got this. I can see it through. And you do. This is going to be a person. This is a person who is astoundingly strong. And yet I would bet money, and I hate betting money, I would bet money that they do not see themselves as a strong person. They question themselves, they doubt, but they are always there to lend a helping hand. And they will actually put themselves out, you kind of make things harder for themselves in order to help others, which is something that they are going to have to work on in order to find that balance. But the strength comes through compassion. It comes through love. It comes through connection, and it opens up doors. And that's going to be a very inspiring strength to you during this time. But that strength is also going to help you open up doors and see yourself moving forward. It moves us then to the advice, and the advice that Spirit is giving is stop worrying. You're overthinking it, you're overanalyzing it, and you're taking away all the fun and all the joy. It's kind of like somebody who makes you memorize all the rules before they let you even think about playing the game. It's like, okay, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I just wanted to play hopscotch and have fun, type of thing. And it didn't need to have all this big, huge, long rule book to it. So just be aware of this here. Stop overthinking, because you're putting yourself in a cage. And that is a disservice to you, right? Because the Eight of Swords is a person in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck who is tied up, right? But it's just a rope loosely wrapped around them, and there's swords around them. And yet there's a path that they can walk to be freed. But they're blindfolded, and they don't know. They don't know that the path is right there before them. And so here, if we stop worrying, we get out of our own way, our own head, all of a sudden things are going to be a lot more clear. But there's a fear that's compounding around us. And that's so human. That is so human of us, And the advice is stop worrying, which is so easy to say, and it's so hard to do. It brings us then to the environment, which is the Hangman. You don't see things the same way. The way that you're looking at the world, the way that you're looking at yourself, the way that you're looking at what you want, it's different. And there are people around you who are more than willing to tell you you're weird. It doesn't make sense. Oh no, you should be just like this. You should do just like that. And it's like, well, okay, so you don't fit their idea of normal. It doesn't mean that you don't fit your idea of normal. Be who you are and be it with pride. There are also going to be other people around you who are seeing your kind of like avant-garde way of doing things, or your nonconformist way of doing things. And it's like, yeah, that totally works. That's really admirable. So change the way that you're looking at it. And that's going to be also the point of getting out of your own head. You're changing the way you look at it. And you're going to start taking in the voices of people who are lifting you up, not the people who are pulling you down. It brings you then to your hopes and fears. And this is the Four of Pentacles. It's vampiric energy, right? There's a fear of the energy will always be drained. There will never be enough. It will always be just keeping your head above water. But the hope is for prosperity and the treasure chest to be opened and bounty to come in. It brings us then to, this is judgment. The call is stepping out of the box. And Virgo, during this time, we're going to see ourselves rising out of doubt, fear, negativity, hurt, pain, disappointment, and stepping into passion, determination, focus, insight, and changing your world. You're answering the call this week. You are going to see yourself, breaking barriers that you didn't think you could, and moving forward in a way that you thought were for others, but never for you. And now it's like, oh no, I got this, and I can do this. And you're stepping forward with pride and determination. It moves us then to your spirit message here, Virgo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, we have two. Oh, you have the cardinal and the raven, like two of my favorite birds. And it says, stand tall and proud. See the leadership unfold ahead of you. And you know what they say about the cardinal, about red birds, is that spirit, it's those who have passed on connecting with you. So you are having that connection with spirit right now, with the loved ones on the other side. And the raven says the universe calls you to notice important synchronicities. There are patterns, there's beauty coming forward during this time that's calling to you. And it's like, hey, pay attention. It's as things are changing. You're entering into a new chapter. And it can be uncomfortable, or it's like starting a new book, right? Or a new TV show, or whatever it is that you're into. When you're leaving the old one behind, it's like, oh no, I don't want to. And when you first start a new book or a new movie or a new TV show, it's like, oh, the other one was so good. I enjoyed it so much. But you have to get into it. You have to give this new chapter a chance. You have to give yourself a chance. It's going to be very important. The energy to be mindful of during this time, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Two of Cups. This is something, this is a connection that feels like it could be healing, that feels like it could be perfect, right? But it's not. It's not truly healing. It's going to be a wound mate instead of a soulmate, type of thing. It's going to be somebody who falls into the patterns that you don't want, right? But because they are so familiar, it's like, oh my gosh, this feels like coming home. And then you're like, oh my gosh, it feels like a dysfunctional, Thanksgiving dinner. I don't want this, but it takes a little bit of time to get to that point. So just be aware, just be aware. It moves us then to the chakra energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. And this is truth, the third chakra. Embrace your truth. Embrace what is true for you, what is right for you. Don't try to fit into anybody else's box, because Virgo, you just won't fit. It won't go well. Your subconscious spirit message, is the parrot, and this is like, you got all my favorite birds. Here it says, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. And that seems so easy. It's so easy to say, but it's so tricky to do, just to fully, honestly, and brazenly and boldly be you. The star is the energy to be mindful of. There's a fear right now. We have it with Pisces energy. We have it with Aquarius energy here, but with the moon and the stars, it is the changing face of dreams and the changing power of perception. And we're afraid. We're afraid to step into our dreams. We're also very good at setting unrealistic expectations for ourselves, especially this week, Virgo. And saying, oh my gosh, I didn't make it. It wasn't perfect. It can't be done. Stop it. Stop it. Because here, we are also scared of embracing our destiny. And it sounds so silly to say, but yeah, that's what the star is saying here. It's like, this is your dream. This is what you want to create. This is what you're longing for. Let's embrace it. It moves us then to peace. Peace seems to be a very popular one for the crown chakra. It's the crown chakra, but for the subconscious, this week we are all seeking peace, and that is very powerful. And it moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which again is the star. We are afraid of our dreams, and yet subconsciously it is our dreams, it is our desire, it is our wishes and our ability to create and cultivate, our reality that is calling us forward this week. And that is really guiding us. We're also going to be very drawn to Aquarius energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. All right. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this week and of yourself. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed week. Bye.